Fearless. The definition of fearless means to be free from fear, to be brave. As an adverb, fearless is fearlessly. As a noun, it's fearlessness. So to be fearless means that you're free from fear. So how does that really work? From a biological standpoint, it's almost impossible for us to be free from fear. Simply because we've been trained to have fear in a good way. For example, back in prehistoric days, fear is if you felt rain, you know the rain would make you be conscious that rain comes with lightning. So with the rain, you know that you need to get inside, you need to get in the cave because lightning will instantly kill you. So that's not necessarily fear, but it's a fear response, fight or flight. Your body tells you, hey, this is gonna harm me. This is harmful stimuli. I need to react. I need to put myself in a good situation. Let me get out the rain so the lightning won't get me. So the same principle applies today in the real world. You're walking by a street, cars are going 45 miles an hour. Hey, I know that a 2,000-pound vehicle going at 45 miles per hour is going to kill me, or should kill me if it hits me. So you know to wait for your turn. You know to look both ways before you cross the street. Same thing. So for fearless, why do we deserve to be fearless? So from a biological standpoint, we understand that there's a part of fear that exists in everyone. But from a psychological standpoint, what we have to understand is that fearlessness and to be fearless is essential to any type of success, if you will. Any success. No matter what you do, there needs to be a certain element of fearlessness to step forward, to take a chance, to take a risk, to elevate your game, to get better, to be stronger, to be wiser, to be smarter, whatever it is that you aspire to do. So the difference between people who really make it and people who fake it is that there's a level of fear that doesn't exist. How much fear do you think, say, 50 Cent has? I use him as an example because he's the number 2 richest black person in the world, behind Oprah. So how much fear does he have? How much fear does he have where he comes out as a artist, as a musician, and now look at his career. He's transitioning into owning stock in vitamin water, writing books, being a boxing promoter. So what type of fear does he have? He's smart enough to know that he needs to educate himself on other things and be well-rounded. And he has no fear of any environment. He steps into these environments because he's basically fearless. He can step into an environment and know that he can succeed more than everyone else in this environment because these people are scared. The point to this is don't be scared of anything. Don't be scared to speak up. If you're at work and you're scared to speak up to the person that's above you, regardless of what position you are in, you're scared to speak up to the position you're above you, they control you. They control your soul. They control your mind. They control your well-being. They literally control you. When someone controls you, you are basically a slave to them. You are going to fear them. You're going to fear everything about them. Why fear? Why? What's the value of that? So being fearless is something that really can set you free from anything that you're dealing with. Like I can walk around right now and I'm basically fearless. I fear no man. I fear no stimuli. I've been in some of the craziest situations that have really just like when you're in the environment that I come from and you've seen what I've seen, it just makes it impossible to have fear. Like there's really nothing to be scared of. There's really nothing to be scared of. You know, a lot of people are scared of. They fear acceptance, they fear rejection, they fear judgment, they fear all these things. And I myself at one point had a fear of all these things. But to answer the question of how do we become fearless, what type of attitude, what type of behaviors do we exhibit to become fearless? It really, all it takes is a shift in your mindset. All it takes in a shift is a shift for you to believe that this can't hurt me, because that's what fear is. Fear is about protecting. So if fear is about protecting and you change your mind and you say, hey, this can't hurt me. I'll give you an example. So say I'm a guy, okay, and I'm in the bar right now, okay? I'm in the bar and there's an attractive woman over there and I want to go speak to her, right? So there's usually two type of guys in the bar. There's the guy who is going to talk to every single woman that is possible, right? And then there's a guy that's going to sit there and say, I know I'm a good person. I know I'm an attractive guy. I know that I work hard. I know that I support my friends and family. And I know that if I was with that woman, I will make her happy. Now, what's the difference between the two? You have one guy who's having this internal conversation with himself and is staying in the corner and is staying on the couch, sitting in the chair, observing. The other guy who has no fear, who is talking to the woman that he wants. The woman that he thinks he deserves is being talked to by some guy who has no fear. So this is why you can't have fear. Why are you sitting here by yourself having this conversation? Why are you not over there talking to her? No fear of making an attempt. Never fear effort. Fear? Sitting down, not doing a damn thing. Talking about, oh, I could have had her. I could have. Yeah, I didn't even want to, I didn't want to make it seem like I was thirsty or anything. No, you're scared. You are scared. So because you are scared and you live in fear, and he's fearless, he deserves your opportunity. Flat out, period. He deserves your opportunity because he's not scared to speak up. Hey, miss, how you doing? My name is Robert. I just, wanted to say hello to you. That's all it takes. At least try. Never fear effort. At least try it one time. If she says no, oh well. You can still, so here's the thing. So fear of rejection, right? So with the rejection, it plays a big part in one's psyche, in one's ego, right? So it one's confidence. It plays a part in, so I'm Robert. I sit here and I'm like, hey, I'm a good guy. I'm this, I'm good looking, whatever, right? The thing is, if when I approach Susie, or whatever her name may be, when I approach Susie and say, here's my attempt, hey, Susie, I'm so-and-so. What happens is if she rejects me, she says, no, whatever, I don't like you. Based on how confident you are in yourself and how much you trust yourself and how much you love yourself and how much you accept yourself, you're going to have a response to that. And here's where the fear of rejection comes in. Is the fear of rejection, what happens is people are like, oh, well, Susie didn't like me. So since Susie didn't like me, therefore I shouldn't like me. She doesn't accept me and doesn't find me attractive, so now I can't accept myself and find myself attractive. I can't love myself because Susie didn't love me. So now my psyche's messed up. Now I'm down. I'm sad. I'm upset. What? Are you joking? So you're giving value to someone that you don't even know? Some chick that you just wanted to talk to, or some guy you just wanted to talk to, simply because they didn't accept you for you and they don't even know who you are. Now your confidence is shook up. That's crazy. That's just crazy. That's an excuse. This fear of rejection thing just needs to stop. Just be fearless. Hey, I want this opportunity to go talk to this woman. I want this opportunity to go ask my boss for a raise. Whatever it may be, just be fearless about it. Not reckless, fearless. Not reckless, fearless. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to make an attempt. Never fear effort.